Almost 2 decades after ending her marriage, Kathleen Wyatt has taken a giant step towards what could be a £1 million divorce settlement. She wants a £1.9 million payout from Dale Vince, even though she didn't lodge a maintenance claim until more than 25 years after she separated from him. 5 Supreme Court justices have ruled her claim should proceed.
Our client has had a very difficult time, and we're very pleased the High Court will now have an opportunity to consider her financial claims and all the circumstances of her case, and she looks forward to concluding the litigation as quickly as possible.
The 55-year-old says the decision is important, but Vince has described it as mad, as they've both moved on and started families of their own. Justices were told the couple met as students, married in 1981 when they were in their early 20s, and lived a new age traveller lifestyle. They separated in the mid-1980s and divorced in 1992. In the mid-90s, Vince launched a company called Ecotricity, and justices were told the business group is now worth at least £56 million. Wyatt lodged a claim for financial remedy in 2011, but 3 appeal judges blocked it 2 years later.
So this is another story of a former gold-digging cunt, wife of a multimillionaire businessman who has been awarded 300,000 British pounds as a lump sum more than 23 years after the couple divorced. As you just heard, she wanted nearly 2 million, but the judges awarded her with a fraction, totaling 300,000 British pounds. Dale Vince married the gold-digging cunt Kathleen Wyatt in 1981 when they were both poor travellers living on state benefits. The couple had a baby but separated in 1984 with the gold-digging cunt living on traveller sites in southwest England, working as a fruit picker. I guess she was really searching for the next golden banana. Mr. Vince spent the 1980s travelling around in a peace convoy protesting against nuclear weapons and lived in Spain for a year. The couple divorced in 1992 but had so few assets that they did not make a financial settlement upon divorce, and no court records remain from the time. The gold-digging cunt came back to the courts in 2011 with a massive 1.9 million for a financial settlement against her former husband, who has since become an extremely wealthy man and has enjoyed brilliant success, in the words of one judge. Yeah, maybe because he actually busted his ass and worked hard for it. He then fought the gold-digging cunt's application to have a judge hear her case to award a lump sum. The Supreme Court last year ruled that the gold-digging cunt could pursue her financial claim, and the case was sent back to be dealt with within the High Court. Mr. Vince's side claimed victory as it was reported that his former gold-digging cunt wife was seeking at least £2 million. Davina Katz, partner at Shillings who represented Mr. Vince, said, "We're pleased that these proceedings have concluded with a settlement which vindicates Mr. Vince's principled stance throughout. Mr. Vince has quite rightly felt throughout this litigation that this gold-digging cunt ex-wife should not receive the millions of pounds she sought nearly 30 years after their 3-year marriage ended, and she will now receive a small fraction of the amount claimed after payment of her solicitor's costs." See, this is the problem with such legal cases. It sets the precedent for all the other cases in the future. So if you were married, got divorced, and then struck it rich decades down the track, and you happen to be a man, I suggest you either run and hide or be prepared to pay. If Mr. Vince never married the gold-digging cunt and never moved in with her, and other than just having a baby, he would have only been liable for child support, which would have ended after 18 years. It is not clear if he was paying child support in this case, but I presume that he was anyway. So my case still stands. Men, do not get married. It's just not fucking worth it.
Marriage is a business. It is not romantic. It is not a sacrament. It is not finding your soulmate and living happily ever after. This is a business arrangement. It is forming a corporation. And I don't care how much money you have when you get married, or if it means you'll have more money coming in. Because the bottom line is that most women are big spenders. There are some guys who are big spenders too, believe me, no doubt about that. But most women are big spenders. So no matter how much you're bringing in, a lot of that is going to get spent. And then when you get divorced, you're going to lose a lot of it paying for the divorce. Getting married is a bad business deal for men. Yes, it's a business. When I invest in a business, I want my business to profit. I want my business to grow. I want cash flow to increase. And then I want to be able to sell the business off to the highest bidder. Marriage is not that kind of business. Marriage is like buying a used car, or worse yet, a new car that loses 20% of its value after you drive it off the lot. It is a bad investment. Don't you think?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
All the things we've been through, you should understand me like I understand you. Oh, don't you get excited.
Centipede. Centipede.
If you enjoy my videos, please like my Facebook page, MGTOW 101. I have placed a link in the video description.